coming up.
You're buying the heifer from us, having a small calf. We will be there bidding on those calves back to make sure you get the highest price possible.
It's the whole goal, to buy a female to have a calf. And then also add the added benefit of a niche market, and it is a consumer-driven product.
Longtime Nunley replacement heifer buyers get a bonus. Next on The American Rancher. Hello and welcome to The American Rancher. I'm Pam Minnick. Santa Gertrudis is one of the best suited cattle breeds for heat adaptability in the southern U.S. And for decades, the Nunley family in Sabinal, Texas, have used Gerts as the base herd for their well-known Star 5 Hereford cross replacement heifers. Bred to low birth weight Wagyu bulls, heifers in the upcoming September sale give cattle operators a lot of commercial breeding flexibility, which now includes a steady market for those half Wagyu calves.
Ranching in South Texas is good. It's tough, and if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. I'm not sure if we're in drought more than we're in good times, but we've been in good times for a couple of summers, so you kind of forget the bad stuff.
Well, South Texas is pretty flat, but it's known to be very brushy. And the cows hide in the brush, but it's nutritious. They do well here. Of course, obviously, it gets very hot and not real cold, but we have a long growing season. Grass does well, strong grass. It's good for cows.
It's family because we do it the way we want to and don't rely on someone else to run the business for us, and it's good to be involved every day. It's good to have the kids involved.
I couldn't imagine a better way of growing up. I born and raised here, grew up here, took my first steps here, plan to take my last steps here. Raised to work like a man but look like a lady. It's hard and there's tricky corners, but my cousins Sarah and Caroline and I seem to navigate them well and don't cut corners, so it's good.
Our grandfather started as a kid in the cattle business on his own as a very young man with ones and twos, and he developed partnerships and bought lots of steers in Mexico, took them to Kansas. Then he bought this ranch, the Coyote, here in 1941. He had worked here for Mr. Kennedy, who owned it previously, and purchased it in 1941. And he's partnered with Dolph Briscoe Sr. and then later Dolph Briscoe Jr. for a long time and ran a large cattle operation with him. Then when my grandfather passed away, we were lucky enough to be able to continue that partnership with Governor Briscoe, and saw great benefit from his friendship and mentoring.
Coyote Ranch, it trickled down to me being the 4th generation, and then my 2 girls being the 5th generation. And a fun thing about the 4th generation is it is all female. So we have gone from a predominantly male ownership to 3 girls are going to take over after Bob and Richard.
My dad has done a really good job of keeping my sister and I and Chloe involved in everything like day-to-day operations and just daily activities. That it just makes me really proud to be part of that legacy and to have a part of that and be able to one day in the future hopefully carry on that legacy with Chloe and Sarah. So I think it makes us stronger as a family.
Well, I think ranch life here at the Coyote is quite a life to live. It's definitely a lifestyle and not really a job. You know, it's what people do every day and what they live and breathe and enjoy doing.
We all have individual jobs and we all come together for cattle workings. Everyone comes in and helps where needed. Typically, my dad, Bob, handles the NHDC and natural paperwork and keeping compliance there. My uncle handles things like lease agreements and leasees and other things of that nature. My husband, Wrangler, has been working for Nunley Brothers coming up on 3 years. I think he enjoys it. I hope he enjoys it.
I grew up drilling water wells. My family drilled water wells in Uvalde. And I guess I'd been married to Chloe for maybe 2 years, and I decided it'd be fun to do something a little different, learn this. There's a lot to learn out here. So Bob and Rich gave me the opportunity to start right here in South Texas at the Coyote.
Wrangler is the general manager here at the Coyote. So he bounces from property to property, feeding cows, fixing fence, lots of water issues. It's an added benefit. He has that background. I bounce between the social media and website design and client relations, and I am the Superior Livestock rep. So I field a lot of questions there with my other rep, Jim Coleman.
The Nunleys specialize in replacement heifers, and just as it's been for decades, a closed herd of time-tested Santa Gertrudis cows are the foundation of the Nunley program. Gerts are well known for heat tolerance, hardiness, and adaptability.
So our base herd is Santa Gertrudis. We have a commercial cow herd and we buy registered Santa Gertrudis bulls, and that makes our regenerative herd. For our heifer sale, we breed those females to Hereford bulls, registered Hereford bulls. That gives us the Star 5 red motley face heifer.
The Hereford influence, the half Hereford in the heifers lets them put on more hair and do well in cold environments. And in the Santa Gertrudis, they just do very well down in the heat.
Part of the added benefit of a Gert Hereford cross is not only the heat tolerance, but they are able to put on weight. They do well in a feedlot, and they're able to acclimate to anything. From there, we have chosen to breed back to a black, low birth weight Wagyu bull. It's the whole goal, to buy a female to have a calf. So we're trying to make it as easy for the buyer as possible, as we can, to have a low birth weight calf, and then also add the added benefit of a niche market. You're getting a half Wagyu calf with a quarter Santa Gertrudis, quarter Hereford. So with that calf, you can market it for direct consumption, because Wagyu beef is typically prime and feeds out really well. And it is a consumer-driven product. People are seeking Wagyu beef. And so we're trying to balance both the commercial side of the industry and the consumer side. The replacement heifer buyer, the benefit of a small birth weight calf and also a niche market animal. So Wagyu is the up and coming beef and everyone is seeking it. So it also gives you something added to your product. Now from there, we have also taken a direction and added Akaushi genetics. We've bought bulls from Heart brand beef and introduced them to our Santa Gertrudis cows. So eventually we will be incorporating both Akaushi and Santa Gertrudis into our red motley face heifers.
Bulls in the Nunley program are selected for traits that produce ideal replacement heifers.
We pay close attention to genetics in the bulls that we buy, because all of these things that are now available to make selections in your breeding stock are very important to get the animal that you want to fit your environment.
So we buy bulls based on the reproductive traits, carcass, and calving ease. Essentially, that's our #1 trait there. For many, many years, sorted the heifers and done pelvic measurements. So to ensure that, it doesn't cure it all, but we're doing everything we can for that. And so we breed to a calving ease bull, and then the customer picks his own bull after that.
So Santa Gertrudis does have a large frame, which gives an added benefit of putting any type of bull on them. You can put a Charolais, you can put a Black Angus, you can put a Red Angus, Beefmaster, anything works. This past year that we've seen, we heard a lot of Charolais and Red Angus being put back on our sale heifers after they've capped out.
After the break,
one of the areas we saw needed improvement in the cattle industry was creating a market for the Wagyu calves.
We will be there bidding on those calves back to make sure you get the highest price possible.
A new buyback program gives Nunley replacement bred heifer buyers a bonus. That story is next here on The American Rancher. Welcome back to The American Rancher. Since Red Nunley started the ranch in the 1940s, the family now has gained decades of experience developing top-rated Star 5 replacement heifers. Every step is designed to develop heifers that work in diverse environments around the country, not just in the South.
We do a heavy grazing and rotational program here at the Coyote. Our heifers go from oats in the field to coastal Bermuda, and we do a 3-day rotation so they get the freshest, most nutrient-dense grass available to help them grow and become the biggest and best animal possible. So this is field 6. It's one of our irrigated fields. And typically what we do with this field, we do oats and we wean our steers out here. And once the steers get weaned, they get weaned in the pens and then put out on grass while the steers get put out on oats to fatten up quicker. So we have our low birth weight black Wagyu bulls, and we do about 1 bull to 20 heifers right now. We turn out the Wagyu bulls April 15th and we pull them July 15th. So by the time we palpate in August, they'll be a month bred, so there's no question. And on top of the palpating, we blood test them to ensure pregnancy. So it's just one more step we take to make sure, because they're buying a replacement female. The idea is to get kind of a 2-for-1, a bred female. So we want to make sure that what they're buying is what they're getting.
The Junco Ranch is what I'm going to call our main herd ranch. That's where all of our replacement heifers are bred. And then as a heifer, they come here, we raise them, put the bull we want on them, and then send them back to the Junco. And here on the Coyote, we have a Gert herd that we will also put Hereford bulls on in order to sell heifers, mott heifers for our sale.
These are our pure Santa Gertrudis cows. This is what my great-grandfather started with, Santa Gertrudis, and we've advanced and helped and worked on the genetics and tried to get it as perfect as humanly possible. But this is what we use to replenish our herd. These had a Hereford bull, so these are our replacement for our replacement sale. These are our heifers and steers, and so this is our regenerative herd.
Well, our cattle are raised on native pasture. They're born there, their mamas are there, and so they know how to forage. We don't feed them. They're never in a feedlot environment. The most intensive thing is the last few months where they go into this Bermuda grass and they learn to move without a lot of hassle with horses and equipment. They follow the truck when you blow the siren. It makes them easy to handle. And they're thrifty. They forage. They travel a long ways when they need to. They're not spoiled. Well, we have different kinds of customers. We have customers that looking for our bred heifers, and they're basically cow-calf people. Then all our basically our cross steers and our Santa Gertrudis steers go to feed yards after we run them on small grains. The heifers go into our special heifer sale. The steers are sold on Superior. Been doing that for 30 years, and we don't hardly do it any other way. It's always been good. We deliver them the right way, and it's easy on the cattle. Buyers seem to like it. We like the price. It's always a little premium to the other avenues we can sell them. Most of the steers are sold as all natural, hormone-free, all that. And of course we have the parentage, age and source. We've been doing the NHTC and all natural and age and source for a number of years, and Superior has good numbers on what that brings, but we've been really pleased with it. It's, for our operation, it's easy to do because our herd's closed. We know where everything comes from. We don't have a lot of sickness, so we don't need to use a lot of antibiotics. We quit the hormones a long time ago, just because we don't really see the benefit. And you know, all those options are available to the buyer, but they're there. They're non-hormone, non-antibiotic, all that, so they can go into any of those programs.
Nunley customers who buy Wagyu bred heifers at the September sale now have a ready-made market for those firstborn calves.
Part of one of the areas we saw needed improvement in the cattle industry was creating a market for the Wagyu calves. So we have taken it upon ourselves to buy the Wagyu calves back from the sale heifers and then feed them out locally and then market them as beef. It's taken off. It's incredible to see not only the support of your local ranchers, but the immense pride they have in their product. They have taken these things, and for so long the producer has been on the bottom side of the benefit of the cattle industry, have been taken advantage of. But here, for the first time in a long time, the producer is maintaining ownership through the feedlot and slaughter and actually receiving the full market benefit of your steer. So it's nice to see, and it's local. The footprint is as small as it can be. Cattle are sustainable, you're sustainable. It makes it to where it's a win-win for everyone. We've also bought back some of our Akushi Cross Santa Gertrudis steers, fed them out and slaughtered them. So we're looking to expand and take on a little more head each year.
We're putting a great bull on these heifers. You're buying the heifer from us, having a small calf, and then we're willing to buy that calf back from you for our Cattlemen's Beef program. We will be there bidding on those calves back to make sure you get the highest price possible.
Up next,
I bought about 15 of their bred heifers, and I just turned them out and let them calve on their own, and we had a good calf crop out of them, and they bred right back.
it's your opportunity to bring Nunley Star 5 replacement bred heifers into your operation. Details when the American Rancher returns. Stay with us. Welcome back to the American Rancher. The Nunley Star 5 replacement heifer program has developed from years of experience, and the future of the program is the same as the past, and that's to continue creating high-quality replacement heifers consistently year after year.
The future of Coyote Ranch is sustainability and productivity. We're going to bend and move in any direction that the rest of the world throws at us, and whatever the industry can throw at us, we're gonna thrive.
People who buy our cattle can expect to be able to buy the same cattle when they need to replace. Same place, always.
Enjoyed real good success with our crossbred heifers.
Our customers have taken our cattle all over the United States.
I've been a Superior rep since 2012, but I've been involved with the heifer sale since it started. So I've had the benefit of seeing cattle shipped to Illinois for repeat buyers, Tennessee, South Carolina, Alabama, Florida. These cattle have been proven to work across the United States. So it's been fun to watch and see and hear back from buyers, and then see those buyers come back and buy.
Even before Nunley started having the sale, I had Santa Gertrudis Hereford cross cows here. They just caved by themselves. That's what I like about it. And when Nunley's had their first sale, I think it was the second sale that I went to, and I bought about 15 of their bred heifers, and I just turned them out and didn't even watch them or anything. We just and let them calve on their own, and we had a good calf crop out of them, and they bred right back. And I knew the Nunley brothers' dad back in the old days when I worked in San Antonio. They're great people to do business with. They have their sale is really great. It's one of the best production sales that I've been to. And I like the way they handle the cattle, I like the way they present the cattle, and I like the way they sell the Superior sells the cattle.
Annual Bred heifer sale happens the third Friday of every September. And you can preview cattle on Thursday, and then the sale happens on Friday at 1 o'clock, right after lunch. We pin the cattle here, and you can view them as lots, and we also film them the month before, and you can watch the lots on Superior. We have the sale here at the Coyote in the lodge, which my great-grandfather built.
They play the videos, so we get to view the cattle in the air condition comfort there. At the same time, people can watch it on Superior's website and bid on the phone or on the internet.
Join the Nunleys for the annual One Ranch Raised Replacement Heifer Sale Friday, September 15th in Sabinal, Texas. A large set of Star 5 Santa Gertrudis and Hereford Cross replacement heifers, plus several lots of Santa Gertrudis Akaushi Cross females are offered, all of which are bred to low birthweight black Wagyu bulls. For more information on the sale and to view the lots online, log on to nunleybrothers.com or Superior Click to Bid. The sale will be broadcast on Superior and Superior Click to Bid. We hope you enjoyed the show today. That's all the time we have. To find out more about us, visit our website, theamericanrancher.com, or connect with us on Facebook. We'd love to hear from you. I'm Pam Minnick. For our entire American Rancher team, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.